Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the full power battle against Majin Buu and essentially how you can complete the full power battle and why you want to complete it. Now the full power battle drops a couple rewards. 6th anniversary medals, which is pretty cool. It also drops some peaches if you are short on those for whatever reason. And on top of that as well, it drops Z power for the free-to-play Android 18 from the Fierce Fight event. It also drops full power medals and character acquisition tickets, which you can use if you want to for obtaining other characters or arts boosting materials. If you need more help on that, I've got plenty of videos about how to spend it. In terms of your effective categories, we have Majin Buu Saga, we have Fusion Warrior, we have Blue Extreme, and we have Event Exclusive. You will need one of each of these characters as you will be generating your own 4-on-1 team. Each character needs to meet the specific requirements, and ideally you also want them to be a battle bonus character. This will mean that they will do increased damage and help you get through the event a lot faster. So as you can see, we're going to slot in these characters now into these slots. Obviously, ideally you would like to use some of the newer releases. If you have some of the summonable units like the Legends Limited, Goku and Vegeta, or any of those kind of units, please use those whenever you can. They have higher battle bonuses and they are stronger characters than the other options. In terms of everything else, you need to set up your supports and your equipment and your friends. Setting up supports is pretty easy. You just fill up the roster with other units. Ideally, you want to have units that are at least max leveled and soul boosted, as this is going to help you out the most. And you definitely need to make sure that you select a friend for your comrade, as this also gives you quite a significant power bonus. Other than that, give your characters some decent equips, preferably health equips, as this is going to help you out the most in terms of surviving the attacks from the boss, and you're ready to go. For now, this is the standard team for normal. Should be fairly accessible for a lot of players, so I'm going to proceed with this team, but I will do a separate video for hard and then for scream difficulty, where we'll use the units we can. Now overall, in terms of the actual full power battle, it is essentially the inverse of the hyperdimensional co-op or raid game modes. In those game modes, your goal is to break the boss's blue shield and to then hit a dual rising rush with your online co-op ally, hoping to take out the boss. This is the inverse. You will damage the boss until he spawns this phase where he has AoE attacks. You will then dodge the attacks by moving backwards and forwards. Once the attacks are dodged, he will generate a blue shield, and then you will use all of your high damaging moves to take him out. This includes the rising rush, it includes the all out attacks, which have white borders and no key cost on them, and any special moves that you have. It's very important that you do this during this time frame, because if you do not beat the boss during this time period, he will give you a huge AoE damage, which will reduce all of your characters down to 1 health and make life very, very difficult for you. So I highly suggest that you take it on. Other than that, there's not too much else really. Getting your timings right and making sure that you have strong enough characters is generally the big thing here. A lot of the times full power battle comes down to being a DPS check. If you don't have the right characters, or those characters are not soul boosted, they're not trained, they don't have the right gear, or if you just don't have them Zenkai'd, or even if you just don't have good enough characters, then you can struggle. It is one of those kind of game modes. But the normal and the hard difficulties are relatively accessible. The big rewards are obviously the 1000 Z power and the 6th anniversary medals that you get, allowing you to have a stronger Android 18, who's useful for a lot of content, whilst also, of course, giving you some really, really good medals for your collection purposes for your missions. You can also exchange, like I said, for some good rewards, so keep an eye out for that. But for now, that's pretty much everything you need to know. Like I said, I'll cover the hard and scream difficulties in a separate video for you guys. But until then, for now, take care and bye.